College football's most powerful people are now discussing a 14. We just got a 12 team. Why are we trying to go to 14 already? It would grant, you ready for this? 3 automatic bids to the SEC and 3 automatic bids to the Big Ten. You read about this, Big Bet Bid? It became news last night.
No.
Okay, so let me run you through it.
Okay.
As you know, in this upcoming season, we are going to a 12-team playoff. And what it is probably going to be, initially it was going to be automatic qualifiers for the Power 5, and then one group of 5, and then 6 at-larges. Well, then the Pac-12 died, you might have heard.
Mm-hmm.
So they said, well, we can't just give either Washington State or Oregon State an automatic bid to the playoff. So now that's going to be 4 auto bids, 1 group of 5, and 7 at-larges. And we were like, okay, I guess that makes sense. Let's go. Well, now the SEC and Big Ten are leading a charge to already go up to 14. And the stipulation would be, we'll expand to 14, but we in the SEC automatically get 3, no matter what. Big Ten automatically gets 3, no matter what. Big 12 gets 2, no matter what. ACC gets 2, no matter what. Group of 5 gets 1, and there are 3 at-larges. So the SEC and the Big Ten are trying to create a format where they lock up 6 of the 14 spots in a playoff before a single ball is even snapped. So it wouldn't even matter on paper if there are only 2 SEC or 2 Big Ten teams that seem worthy of being in a 14-team playoff based on the results of games. Those leagues would still be guaranteed to get 3 each in the field every year, no matter what. They asked, by the way, reportedly for 4 each. So this is their compromise. And this is the constant bully negotiating. When you are negotiating against somebody who has no power whatsoever, you ask for something ridiculous and then get them to settle for something that's less ridiculous, but still ridiculous. So that's what they're doing here. You know what they said? Hey, let's do 14 now, but I want 4. They want 4. Big 12, you could have 2. ACC, you could have 2. Like that, that's, and then group of 5, 1 and 1 at large. I think that's the way the math would work on that. 4, 4, 2, 2, 1 group of 5, and then 1 at large. And so obviously to that, the group of 5 is going to say no. Big 12 is probably going to say no. ACC is going to say no. Why would you get twice as many as us guaranteed, no questions asked? So then the SEC, Big Ten say, okay, I hear you. Well, how about if we make it just 3? What if we make it just 3? I'll take 3. Big Ten can take 3. You get 2. So now we don't get twice as many, but we do get 1 more. What do you think about that? You're still on the wrong side of the Big 12 or the ACC, but it's like better than you were 5 minutes ago.
Right.
And better than you will be if they just say, okay, if you don't want to take it, we'll move on. That's the bully negotiating.
Yeah.
Because here's what the SEC and the Big Ten knows. They're in control of everything now. It is no
right.
longer a Power 5, and it's no longer a Power 4. It's a Power 2. It's those 2. They're running everything. So they can say, we want 4, and you can push back a little bit. And they say, okay, fine. We'll just take 3 each. SEC will take 3. Big Ten will take 3. You guys can have 2 and 2. Group of 5 can have 1. Then we'll do the 3 at-larges. And you're like, that still doesn't seem right. Why do you guys get locked into 3 each before we even – what if like, there is a scenario where we could have 3 better football teams than your top 3. There is a scenario where that could happen. So why are you – okay, if you don't want to take it, then don't take it. We understand. I tell you what, why don't you guys just go do your own thing then? You know what? Maybe we'll just have a 16-team playoff with nothing but Big Ten and SEC schools. Maybe I tell you what, you're right. You probably deserve something better than what we're offering. So go take it. Do you guys just go do your own thing? And then the SEC and the Big Ten, we'll do our own thing, and we'll be fine because we do have most of the best teams, and we will be recognized as the national champion. And I'm sure some people somewhere will call it fraudulent. Some in some places, like, well, I think the ACC team was really better than the SEC Big Ten champ this year, and that's fine. the live golfers seem to be doing okay, just taking all the money and letting people argue about what's valid and what isn't over here. We'll do the same thing. So if you guys want to walk away, just walk away. That's fine. We'll do our own thing. Okay. We'll take it. You guys can have 3 each. We'll take 2 each. They have no negotiating power whatsoever. Because the worst case scenario for them is that they just get kicked out and be told you're Division 2 now. Or Division 1B, because we are going to be the biggest thing and the only thing that anybody cares about. You could have come with this, but you got greedy. So now you got to go. I was told this 20 years ago by power conference commissioners. They said at the time they were just talking about like the Mountain West and Conference USA. They were like, these lesser leagues keep telling us we need to do more for them without recognizing the real thing that we could do to hurt you isn't give you a little bit like we're doing now. It's to decide to give you nothing. Keep pushing us and we'll give you nothing. We are giving you more than we think we should give you now, even if you don't think it's enough. So if you think you're better off without us, I dare you to go try to be without us, because the second you do, you render your class to AAA. You render yourself to AAA baseball. You're in the major leagues right now. You're playing Major League Baseball. You might not be the Dodgers or the Yankees, but you are, the Reds and the Pirates. You're still in the game, right? You might not be the Dodgers, but you're still the Rays. You're still the Orioles. You still got a chance. You're still in the game. But if you keep trying to negotiate with us and you keep trying to tell us what we're proposing isn't fair, we'll tell you just go play AAA football somewhere else. We can do this without you, and we can make more money without you. So what do you do if you're the Big 12 and the ACC? You can keep pushing all the way up until it's decision time. And you know what you got to do? Cater to whatever they say.
That's right.
You have to cave to whatever they say. And by the way, same thing's going to happen with the NCAA tournament. They're only going to expand it because the Big Ten and the SEC want to, and they're only going to expand it because those leagues have expanded and gotten so big that the only way to guarantee you get the best percentage of your teams in this thing is to make the field bigger. You got to create more spots to get more teams in. So think about what these 2 leagues have done on a very basic level. They have broken tradition, history, a lot of the stuff we love about college athletics, geographical rivals, century-long rivals. They've broken all of that in the spirit of making their leagues bigger so that they can make more money. So then what do? They go break the college football playoff so that they can make it bigger to make more money. And they go and break the NBA and NCAA tournament so they can make it bigger and make more money. So it's like a chicken egg type thing. Well, we have to expand these things because these leagues are bigger. Well, the leagues are only bigger because you decided to make them this way. Mm-hmm. They didn't have to be this way. You did it. And so now everybody kind of liked the idea of the 12-team playoff. The 14 team seems less popular. And I want to be clear, if we do get it, it'll be fine. It'll be great. It'll be better than what we have. But it is undeniably tilted in a certain direction towards the SEC and the Big Ten. And the only reason they're doing that is because they expanded to begin with. They have created this mess that they're now trying to fix by creating another mess. That's the simplest way to put it. But the problem is there's nothing anybody can do about it because as of February 29, 2024, the SEC and the Big Ten, they have all the power in college athletics.